Excuse me. Good morning. How are you? I'm doing fine. Tuesday morning. That means I say, Good morning, Emily. How are you? Now, I'm your host, BKP. There are the social media ways you can follow us. There's the way you can email me 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, and call the hotline. Text me. Tell me what you think. Now, Emily, did they get to you yesterday the new graphic for the bottom of the screen to put up how to find me on a. Look at that. Just a ba-doom, ba-ding, ba-ding. Whatever. Follow BKP right there at BKP. There it is. Follow me right there. Let's leave that in the corner for a minute, Emily. Let's not take that out right this minute. So if you don't have a police officer's knee on your neck and you are not drunk and there's no good video of you drunk in a drive-through in Wendy's, Al Sharpton and others, Black Lives Matter, just gloss over the 16-year-old that's murdered out in Chop. What will law enforcement look like? Now, the other networks are selling you Russia, collusion, delusion, Trump loves Putin. He can't read. Trump can't read. He gets a daily briefing and he says, put it aside. I'm watching Green Acres. I swear to God. I mean, come on, get real. What will law enforcement look like in the future? Are you left to defend yourself? Interesting. We had a couple yesterday. Nice home, little mansion kind of thing going on in St. Louis behind a private gate. Brought out the AR-15. How do you get, what is the trivia question in the future of a game show? How do you get Black Lives Matter off your front yard? Show them your AR-15. So anyhow, we want to talk about what it will look like in the future. Law enforcement. Person killed in Seattle, Chop. This is I got to always make sure. Sometimes I need my glasses. Sometimes I don't. June 30th. That's today, 2020. I'm in the year. Whoa, wow, aren't we all? Person killed in Seattle, Chop, 16 years old. 14-year-old injured. See, that is somebody's son. The person killed in the latest shooting in or near the so-called autonomous zone in Seattle was 16-year-old African-American male. So if you're an African-American male and you're 16 years old and all of the social media is saying, stop hunting our young black kids. If you're out there and you're a mom that's posted your young black son and says, please do not hunt my son, because trust me, there's some out there. This would be a good place for you to look into, because you know what? The media does not want you to get this out. They don't want this out because one simple reason. This makes all the pictures and the talk and the hero Joe Biden is for wearing a mask pale in comparison. When do lives matter? My God. So we're going to look at that right there. This morning, what does it look like? So we had the interview yesterday, okay? Mark McCloskey gave his first on-camera interview to 5, that's the channel, to 5 on Your Side anchor Anna Allred, okay? St. Louis, it's the encounter that gained national attention. So do you have that interview? Do you have that interview ready? We're not going to play all 9 minutes, but let's play interview with man who pulled out gun and protest.
So, Mark, thanks for giving me a few minutes. Let's just get right to it. I know you have to prepare for a mediation. Tell me what happened last night?
Hey, we came back to the house. I don't know what time it is. I've been up ever since, so I'm a little blurry. We were preparing dinner. We went out the east patio, open porch that faces Kings Highway on one side and Portland Place Drive on the south. And we're sitting down for dinner. We heard all this stuff going on down in Maryland Plaza, and then the mob started to move up Kings Highway. When it got parallel with the Kings Highway gate on Portland Place, somebody forced the gate, and I stood up and announced that this is private property, go back. I can't remember in detail anymore. I went inside, I got a rifle, and because as soon as I said this is private property, those words enraged the crowd, and absolute horde came through the now smashed down gates, coming right at the house. I mean, my east patio was 40 feet from Portland Place Drive, and these people were right up in my face, scared to death. And then I stood out there. The only thing we said is, this is private property, go back, private property, leave now. At that point, everybody got enraged. There were people wearing body armor. One person pulled out some loaded pistol magazines and clicked them together and said, "You're next." We're threatened with our lives, threatened with a house being burned down, my office building being burned down, even our dog's life being threatened. It was about as bad as it can get. I mean, and there was, I really thought it was storming the Bastille, that we would be dead and the house would be burned, and there was nothing we could do about it. It was a huge and frightening crowd, and they broke in the gate and were coming at us.
There have been some reports on Twitter and people who say they were there that says they're saying the gate was already broken.
Yeah, that is nonsense. That is absolute nonsense. The gate was not broken. The gate was broken physically in half. Our trustees on Portland Place came out later in the night and chained it all up with an automotive tow chain, it looks like. But no, you can talk to the trustees on Portland Place that the gate was not broken in half and laying on the ground 1 second before they came in to storm the place.
Were the protesters on your private property at any point?
Everything inside the Portland Place gate is private property. There's nothing public in Portland Place. Being inside that gate is like being in my living room. There is no public anything in Portland Place. It is all private property. And you got to appreciate that if there are 200 or 300 people, I don't know how many there were, we were told that 500 people showed up at the Lyda Crusen's house, which is not on our street, as you know. But how many of them came through Portland Place, I don't know. But it was a big crowd, and they were aggressive, wearing body armor, and screaming at us and threatening to harm us, and how they were going to be living in our house after they killed us.
And what has happened since last night and those images exploded online?
Well, I've had to turn the phones off at my office. I had to come over here last night and have the office boarded up because we're getting threats against the building and everybody. It is interesting to me that the very people that are asking the mayor to resign for doxing people have now put all of my information all over the web, everywhere in the world. Is there some hypocrisy there? Maybe I'm missing something. But we've had to turn off our telephones here at the office because all my lines have been going continuously since I got here at 10:30 last night. I am getting thousands of emails. I'm going to have to turn off my website, and it's been both threatening and encouraging because there have been a number of people who have voiced their support, but there's also been an awful lot of people who have made very direct threats of violence against me and my family. And
you said you've received death threats?
Oh God, yes, the death threat started within minutes. I mean, I don't know how long this whole event started, but I'll bet we got our first email death threat before the mob moved down Portland Place.
When you see the images online of you and your wife on the patio armed now, after the fact, what do you think?
Well, we were obviously upset. My wife doesn't know anything about guns, but she knows about being scared. And she grabbed a pistol, and I had a rifle. and I was very careful. I didn't point the rifle at anybody. The only thing that stopped the crowd from approaching the house was when I had that rifle and I was holding it. It's the only thing that stemmed the tide. I can't blame my wife for being terrified and for doing what she could to protect what she thought was her life. It was you know, a horrible event. And to call these people protesters, I've lived in the city of St. Louis for 32 years. We were, you know, urban pioneers back when we bought on Portland Place in 1988. And we have done everything for 32 years to improve the neighborhood place and to keep this historic neighborhood going. And it's very frustrating to see it get targeted. And of course, we'd been told by the press and by Expect Us that they wanted to start targeting middle-class neighborhoods and upper-class neighborhoods and bring the you know, their revolution outside of the cities. And we got an email from our trustees on Thursday saying that they were going to do this on Friday. We were very worried about it. And when I drove to the office today, there's spray painted on one of the boarded up buildings on Maryland Plaza, slogan saying that on the board up that when we come to F stuff up, this isn't going to stop us. It's a revolution growing up there.
Any regrets about what happened?
I regret they broke in the gate. I can tell you that. I mean, I'll say this: there's mayhem in the city every night, and you never hear about it. There'll be dozens of shootings, multiple deaths. No one seems to care about those black lives. But you know, when there are political capital to be made from somebody's death, that death matters. No other life matters that I can see. You know, I do civil rights cases. Right now, I'm representing a young man who was assaulted by the police, who's sitting in prison right now for being involved in a car accident, after which the police came and assaulted him. It's on video. I'm not some kind of extreme, you know, anti-Black Lives Matter guy. I do these cases. I've been doing them for decades. I mean, I have on the wall of my conference room, I've got an anti-slavery broadsheet, a abolitionist broadsheet from 1832. It's been there as long as I've owned this building. I mean, I am not the enemy of people that really care about Black lives. I'm apparently the enemy of the terrorists and the Marxists that are running this organization.
On that note, what is your message to people today? What is your message to people who said they were on Portland Place peacefully protesting and that you incited?
What were they protesting? I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead and finish that. Sorry.
What today, do you have any message for the people who are saying they were peacefully protesting on your street?
Okay, first of all, why are they protesting on Portland Place? So the mayor doesn't live there. Hang on, my cell phone's going on. The mayor doesn't live there. And when they kick in the gate, when the first thing they do is destroy private property and they storm in angry and shouting and threatening, this isn't a protest. It's a revolution. It's an attempt to inflict terror. That's the definition of terrorism, is to use force and violence to terrorize a population. And that's what happened to me last night.
What will your family do now with the threats against your life, your home, your business?
Well, I'm hoping that the government does seem to protect us, although I have my doubts about that. We'll struggle through the best we can. I mean, it is discouraging.
Anything else you'd like to add, Mark?
I don't think so. I just
All right, it wasn't my intention to play the entire interview, but I thought so many of these things in this interview, yes, you're not getting this anywhere. Now, we're talking about the Supreme Court. Now, first of all, I only have 2 hours a day. So if you want to get an understanding of what's happening in the Supreme Court, I recommend today Scalia's Court. It's a book, Scalia's Court. Chapter 5 is abortion. Okay. Chapter 12, sexual equality. And let's see, and chapter 15, Obamacare. John Roberts, I remember, if you're new to the show, we talk about these things all the time. We talked about it a long time ago. And if you're not new to the show, you will remember me talking about abortion and how they continue to call it settled law. Settled law. Unconstitutional is unconstitutional, period. All right, so the other media, the corporate corrupt media, hashtag deep state corporate corrupt media, they are following Russia, Putin, Trump, and the bounty. Now, we'll talk about this a little later. Give me number 21, okay? Now, remember this just for a reason, okay? Look at Russia, Ukraine, okay? Now, the media will not discuss Joe Biden and his son making Hunter Biden, making hundreds of millions of dollars through Burisma. But I want you to look at the bottom. You see Crimea? You see Crimea on that map? Do you remember when Crimea was annexed like a legal thing by Russia? Sure wasn't during Donald Trump. Do you remember when Russia rolled into Georgia? Sure wasn't Donald Trump, okay? So let's go with this, okay? The McCloskeys, really quick, and let's wrap this up. And I want to go over some points because for those of you that are listening to the polling, okay, and you believe the polling, okay, give me number 1. Those of you that are listening to the polling, believe the polling, think that Trump is in really bad trouble in this country for re-election. This is the polling, okay? Now, every day, the other day, they did a full segment after segment on the media. They went over when Sean Hannity asked, what's your priorities in a second term? Trump couldn't answer the question. He couldn't answer the question. He didn't have an answer. He said experience now, and he understands now what he's up against. He didn't say this quote, but he'd be the first to admit on the first day he showed up there, hey, this is my 18th time and I'm president. Okay, what happens here? All right? But not now. All right? The United States of America is exposing. The president is exposing what's going on out there. It is being exposed on a daily basis. Here is the gate. Okay, this is the gate. Says private property. It was not broken. It was not off its hinges. Okay, show you a couple pictures here. Okay. Number 5, he is telling them, Mr. McCloskey is telling them, hey, you guys are on private property. This is what Mark is saying. You're on private. My wife doesn't know anything about a gun, but she's going out there, okay? This man's protecting his private property, his home. His wife is scared. You heard that. His wife is scared. All right? I got to give it to Mark, man. Give me number 7. Okay? Don't come up here. I'm telling you, don't come up here. Number 8. Number 9. Let's go with number 11. I might have already had that one once. Now, let's go over some things They were coming right to the house. Right to the house. Did they ever enter your private property? Did they ever? Everything behind the gate, lady, is private property. Okay? They told them, you're next. They are. They're coming to a suburb. You need to send this interview to all of your white suburban women voters that are leaving the Republican Party because they don't like Donald Trump. Ask Mark how his wife Patricia felt that morning. Send this video to your white friends and say, do me a favor, just play this, read the stories, and then look at your wife and say, how would you feel if they came to Buckhead or one of our suburban neighborhoods? Because they're on their way. On their way. They had gotten emails. It's circulating in the cities that the next thing they do is come to your home. This is proof. I'm not making this up. Well, BKP's just trying to make up stuff to get people riled up. No, I didn't make this up. I don't live in St. Louis. I don't live in that gated community. I don't know Mark and Patricia. Never met them till 2 days ago. What is this old news? No, it's not. It's news that's not being reported. You got a 16-year-old dead in Seattle and a 14-year-old injured, which is somebody's kid. A 19-year-old last week or a week and a half ago. We're going to burn you down, your business. They threatened his dog's life. You're next. The gate wasn't broken. They claim, oh, the gate was broken. We walked. No, it wasn't. Mark said being inside the gate was like being in his living room. We will live in your house. What will we do? Will we call the Minnesota? Let me see what I got here. So what will you do? And that's what we're looking at is the law enforcement today. Let me see what I have here. Give me number 19. Number 19. All right. Minnesota is going to dismantle. Wait a minute. Minneapolis City Council votes to unanimously for a proposal that could replace the police department. Okay. The council voted unanimously to advance a proposal that would create a new department of community safety and violence prevention. Community safety and violence prevention. When this continues to happen, and then go up here, okay? I got it here somewhere. Give me number 70. Big cuts ahead. De Blasio commits to slashing New York PD budget by $1 billion. I need to, 911, what is your emergency? There are people coming towards my house. My wife is scared. I'm holding my own right now, waiting with a gun. I need the Department of Community Safety and Violence Prevention. I need one of the violence prevention officers. Give me that video, Mark, that video I sent you that has the word Adam in it. I forget what it is. Here's who I want to show up when I call 911, and I am looking for a peace officer, law enforcement peace officer. Go ahead, play that video.
All units in the vicinity. Officer needs help. 9226 Van Arden. Shots fired. 1 Adam 12. Handle code 3.
1 Adam 12, roger.
Yeah, that's who I want to respond. 1 Adam 12, 1 Adam 12. Number 70, big cuts ahead, de Blasio. Here's the thing I said yesterday on the show, and I'll move along from this. My fear is that terrorists are reading all these headlines. Terrorists are finding loopholes, ways to get in. Where is Minneapolis? What kind of community do they have? A Somali community? This concerns me is because Representative Omar up there, if you go and listen to her hate speech of this country, okay, they're right next to Canada. I'm just saying, okay? Here is the only defense that I see. And when you see the polling data, okay, when you see the polling data, I am surprised, okay? Number 11, give me this one again. Don't listen, okay? I want to go over a couple more things. He had to board up his office. He's getting death threats. Is what happened not a hate crime? Are the death threats not hate speech? Okay? Hate crime and hate speech. Death threats. Let me show you something very quickly here. Do you have number 11 up there? Okay. I had here a minute ago. I will find it. Okay, hang tight there, Baba Louie. I got it here. Give me number 18. Number 18. A couple things here. Death threats. You have a new hate crimes bill in Georgia, right? Hate crimes bill all across this country, these states have. Hate speech. Now, wait a minute, okay? A civil rights coalition, which includes Anti-Defamation League and the NAACP, launched the hashtag Stop Hate for Profit campaign. This is not on the level of hate. What's happening to these people? Hold on. I got a couple more I want to. Okay. Give me number 28. Go through social media and see how many Black Lives protests / riots are up there. Video game streaming platform Twitch, number 28. Do we have that? Okay. Twitch has confirmed that it has suspended the channel of Donald Trump for hateful conduct. Mr. Trump's accounts were used to stream previous presidential rallies. What's the death toll at these rallies? That includes a broadcast of the 2016 campaign event in which Mr. Trump claimed Mexico is responsible for an influx of drugs, crime into the U.S. Another broadcast was a recent rally in Tulsa where he described a criminal breaking and entering into a woman's house as a very tough hombre. Well, you can't say tough hombre. No tough hombres. No, can't do that. But you can smash a gate. Give me number 8. Let me wrap this up because I got a lot to do. Remember this every time the polls are out. Okay, if you don't defend yourself with the information, you could possibly lose. And if Biden were to win this election, will Barack Hussein Obama be president again? Yes. Oh, yeah, we've talked about that. Death threats. His wife went in the house. She got a pistol. She was scared. She don't even know how to use it, he said. Only thing that stopped them from possibly burning their house, these people are standing there. They think somebody's going to burn their home down and kill them in it. I mean, Mark is serious. Only thing stopped them was the AR-15 rifle in his hand. That's it. Only deterrent he had of stopping them. They feel that's possibly the only reason they're alive today. Wow. Wife was scared. Send this story to every one of your white women, Republicans in suburbs, okay? And ask the husband, what if this happens to you? Mark said, to call these people protesters, that's a direct shot at this scumbag's low-life media to call them protesters. They're not protesters. Start targeting middle-class neighborhoods. Mark tells you they're going to, not me. He tells you that they got emails. They're going to start targeting middle-class neighborhoods. Now, look at what's happening in Chicago. Kids are dying in our streets, folks. 16, 14-year-olds, young little girls. I always use the example, which I don't like to. It's called a stoop, all right? Why can't a little girl, black little girl, 6 years old, take her coloring book or whatever and sit on her front stoop in Chicago and not have to be concerned or in the death count that weekend? Because, all right, there's multiple shootings. Mark tells you there's multiple shootings and multiple things happening in St. Louis overnight. Nobody's reporting it. Now, the reason I'm breaking this down is because these are the people that vote. These are the people that know truly what's going on in the inner city, internally in these Democrat cities that they've created, okay? A safe haven, okay? Sanctuary cities. No one cares about those lives. When there's shootings overnight, unless there's political capital, I like what he said, no political capital, life does not matter. Only when there's political capital. People are seeing it, folks. I wanted to break this down for a reason. People are seeing through George Floyd. People are seeing through, okay, Rayshard Brooks. People are seeing through Al Sharpton. People are seeing through peaceful protest. We are not a communist country. You know, when the communism fell, okay, remember this. What do they want? They want the country to fail, fall, and they want to bring it back how they want it, okay? This is not peaceful protest. This is like when communism, the fall of communism in Russia, the breaking up of the USSR, okay? This is what it is to them. When those people went and pulled down statues of Stalin and Lenin and whatever they all pulled down, when they pulled those statues down, when they broke down the wall in Germany, it was to unify. Now, I don't know how old you are, but I remember the stories being told of East and West Germany was to unify this country in freedom, okay? When they pull down these statues, they don't know why, but they're pulling them down because they are trying to create total collapse of this country so they can rebuild it. Don't think they're not, okay? You guys go out front and look like peaceful protesters. You white kids. Hey, I'm a white kid. I don't have college. You see, I'm white, but, you know, I took my classes online. I'm done. We're not probably going to go back in the fall. I'm bored. I can't get a job. In fact, why would I want one? The government sent me money because I'm over 18. So this protest is like an all-expense paid trip, okay? It's like me crossing the country with a backpack in a Volkswagen. It's just seriously. So what can I, white kids to the front, pretend like you're peacefully protesting and pretend like you really care about us. We were taught that in school our whole lives. We will do a great job. Hey, we're the generation that didn't keep score. We're the generation that got a participation trophy. Will we be getting ribbons or like little plaques or anything after this is done? Oh, capital life matter. He's not an extremist. I'm not the one. You know, these are terrorists and Marxists. I'm looking for the government to protect us, but we don't know if that's going to happen. I'm going to take a break. I'm running way over here. We will get back and we will talk about the court and Russia. Got a lot to talk about. Take us a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
As Georgia opens back up, it's time to come back to Days Chevrolet in Jasper with huge savings on the North Georgia Mountain's biggest selection of pre-owned vehicles. All makes, all models, all with low miles and a super low price. Or buy new and get 0% financing for 72 months on every single Silverado 1500 or Equinox at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Our COVID-19 plan needs to be to protect our senior citizens and our most vulnerable at risk with health risk. That's it. Okay. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. You can reach me there at that phone number 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can text me. You can send me an email. On my social media, give me number 6. On Facebook, I have a Facebook page. Besides Fetch Your News, I have a Facebook page, BKP Politics on Facebook. You can find my page there. And the social media way you can find me right now that I'm trying to move to, you know which one it is. Or do I have to? There you go. I just checking. You can find me there. Leave that up for a minute. Now, let me say this. Were you wondering? Because I was not wondering. I mentioned this to friends, family, countrymen. I said, what will they do to bring down 4th of July? I knew in April, and you did too. You knew in April, okay, that they were going to stop 4th of July. Well, they can't stop 4th of July. They just can't stop it because there's the 3rd of July and the 4th and then the 5th. Well, I got to say 4th of July because if I say Independence Day, it may throw some of the liberals off. Or maybe they're going for a new Independence Day. Is that why they're shutting this down? Why they want a new national anthem? They're changing the names of schools. They're tearing down our monuments. Could there be a move between now and July 4th? For somebody to interview some Black Lives Matter or some liberal lefty that says we're going to consider this day our new Independence Day. Wonder if that's on our future sonar out there. Is it sonar? I don't know. Radar, sonar. It's sad. Number 20. Give me number 20. They want to run down there. They want to start getting the jackhammers and taking down Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore. They want to do the sand. I bet Stacey Abrams wants to run the sandblaster over at Stone Mountain. Wonder if. It's got to come down. Erase it. It's like a tattoo. Black it out. No pun intended. No offense on that was not hate speech. Black it out. Just saying. Now, folks, let me just say this, okay? Number 12. Now, this segment is the Supreme Court. Now, yesterday, we're right after the show, Supreme Court. John Roberts is the Chief Justice there in the middle, and George W. Bush gave us John Roberts. And then in the back row, you got the two guys left and right. They're Trump appointees. Then you got right next to Gorsuch, you got Sotomayor, okay? And then you got the softball player there, just saying. I mean, what's wrong with playing softball? That's all I said. Elena Kagan. Then you got Breyers. Is that Breyer or Stevens? Who the hell is that? What is that? Is his name Breyer, Justice Breyer? And you got Clarence Thomas and Chief Justice. And then you got Ginsburg on life support. She's in an iron lung, but still voting. And I have to tell you, as you well know from the show, I'm not a George W. Bush fan. But the best thing George W. Bush ever contributed to me, to this country, is Justice Samuel Alito. That is the best. Somebody must have fooled George W. Bush yesterday on Samuel Alito. Now, who is this? Number 14, okay? Governor of Louisiana, okay? We like to do things here the media will not talk about, okay? Who is this? Is this a member of the Louisiana Senate or House, number 15? What's that? And then who is this lady? Well, we know because she has the nameplate. Jackson District 16. And what do they have in common, and why will the media not talk about it? Now, we're going to talk about what happened yesterday in the Supreme Court. And I don't like this. I don't like it because I stumble over this, but John Roberts says he has to vote. Chief Justice Roberts said he had to vote because of precedents had been set in Texas. A similar bill in Texas was struck down by the Supreme Court. And it's settled law. Remember, we went back years ago, and I mean a long time ago, when we talked about settled law. Remember when Kavanaugh was being interrogated, when we brought in terrorists, the domestic Democrat terrorists to interrogate Kavanaugh, and then we brought in all the legal minds. Don't you love when the legal minds get together? Well, it's settled law. It's settled law. Unconstitutional. Remember this, okay, my friend. Remember this. This would happen to be the Constitution for you lefties out there. If it's unconstitutional on Monday, 1970-something, it's unconstitutional Monday, 2020 or something. Unconstitutional is unconstitutional, okay? Read the book. Now, the reason I brought up those three people, okay, did you give me that number or did I already change it back? Let's go through this really quick. Give me 13, 15, and then 14. 13, 15, 14. And leave it there for just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. Okay. Yes, we're going to talk about Obama staffing, going to be the next president of the United States. Yes, he will not be. I got it here somewhere. Come on, damn it. That's meeting all the Supreme Court. Okay. And this should be the governor. So there's 14. Give me 15. Again, is it 15? Okay, and then 16. Right. So what you have is Democrat Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards signed the bill that was struck down. Signed the bill that was struck down, okay? And then Senator Milch, a Democrat state senator, I was correct. Okay. So the first one is Bevins. He's number 14. This is the governor, Bevins of Louisiana. Then we go to 15. John Milkovich introduced it. He's a Democrat senator. And then we go to number 13, let's see. Milkovich. And then we go to the representative or other state senator. Let me see here. And I will get past all this stumbling. Number 13. Okay, number 13. District 16, African-American woman. So what the media is leaving out on what was struck down in the Louisiana bill yesterday is Democrats brought it to the floor in Louisiana. Democrats introduced it. Democrats supported it. Democrat governor signed it. Supreme Court said no, with John Roberts saying precedents had already been set in a Texas ruling earlier. So he had to follow that. He just had to, even though that was unconstitutional. Now, let me make this clear, okay? Let me make this clear. there's been several, but there have been two major attempts, and we're not done yet. If you're pro-life, we're not done. There's been two major attempts to correct a unconstitutional, not founded anywhere in the Constitution, Scalia will tell you, abortion law, Roe v. Wade. The one yesterday, remember this, if anybody asks you, it doesn't matter how mad they get, Democrats are interested in participating in helping you commit murder at any cost. If you walk into an abortion clinic and you choose to murder a child, okay, you can argue all day long. If you walk into an abortion clinic and you choose to murder a child, Democrats are committed to carrying out that execution at any time, even after birth. Well, that's just mean and angry, and that's hate speech. No. Governor Ralph Northam let us know that after birth, the law that was going to be put in place. Now, I wonder if Roberts would uphold that law because a precedent had been set. I wonder if that came across his desk, the Virginia law that did not come to full, I don't want to say the word I usually stumble over, but it did not pass. And we have the video and the audio that you should play for people all the time. That once the baby's born, Ralph Northam, the governor of Virginia, would be okay with the doctor, remember the word doctor, having a conversation with the mother, okay, on whether to keep the baby or murder the baby. Okay, execution of the baby after birth. Now, the reason I say that, and you guys can attack me all day long and I'll get out of this, is that you know what? Abortion clinics, states have their own say. At abortion clinics throughout the United States, okay? Abortion clinics throughout the United States, the executioner, the black hat, does not always have to be a doctor. No. So who is going to actually counsel this woman on whether to keep a child? Hey, our motto is you come in, you leave, they die. Well, I know what you're thinking, but here's the reality, okay? Democrats believe at all costs. Now, what the Louisiana law said is that whoever provides abortions has to have permitting privileges. What's that mean? If you go to your doctor today and your doctor says, oh my God, oh, your ticker, oh my God, get him a room, I'm sending him right over. Your doctor can admit you into the hospital for anything they want to admit. They have privileges. So they have a relationship with a hospital. It's a whole legal thing, and they have admitting privileges into the hospital. The hospital has to take you. Abortion, you don't have to have admitting privileges, okay? You don't have to. Meaning, if the baby lives, and there's story after story, go take your time, but if the baby lives, what the Supreme Court said yesterday is don't save the life. Remember the word life. We're all going around lives matter, okay? And we're picking out the political capital of a life. Remember that, damn it. I mean, you stop to think that we are discussing the political capital. Let's go back to 14, or let's go back to number 12, the Supreme Court. We are talking the political capital in life, when it matters and when it does not. Simple. So what the Louisiana state law said, that the Supreme Court, if you go get an abortion, they weren't outlawing abortion. If you go get an abortion, the abortion clinic has to have somebody there that has admitting privileges. So if the baby is born and the mother says, I want to keep the baby, you got to be able to save its life. You have to try to save its life. You have to admit the life of you have to admit them in the hospital. But no, the Supreme Court said yesterday, hey, it is not. The media wants you to believe it was an attempt to make women's health care and women's rights to an abortion harder to get. No. Absolutely not. It has nothing to do with women's health care. I don't care how angry you get and how mad you get at me. This is zero to do with your reproductive rights, your health care, period. It is solely and completely based on if you go in an abortion clinic, Planned Parenthood, Democrats, not all, wait a minute, Democrats, Nancy Pelosi, Ralph Northam, the evil people of the world guarantee you an execution no matter what. Before birth, after birth, we will guarantee that execution. The Supreme Court said yesterday, no, you do not have to have admitting privileges. And it was based on precedents of a Texas law. We're not done. So if you're looking at the Supreme Court, conservatives out there, quit waiting for John Roberts to come down on the side of the Constitution. Okay? Stop waiting for it. Okay? We have Alito. Now, I know you're not happy with Gorsuch last week and his vote on, but his vote was correct. This was a 5-4. This was a Kagan, Sotomayor. Is his name Stephen or Breyer? And the iron lung woman that they keep poking her in the back to see, or putting a mirror. The woman has to be in the Supreme Court with a mirror to make sure it's still fogging up. And they look, no, she died 3 minutes ago. This case is over. So you have, look at that yourself. Kagan, Sotomayor, is that Breyers or Stevens? And Ginsburg. And Roberts says, I will have lunch with the weirdo table over there. Don't look for John Roberts to bring a constitutional vote on the Supreme Court. Now, there's one other thing I want to bring up. Okay, keep this in mind. 14, 15, and 13. All right? Democrats in Louisiana that brought an abortion bill to the Supreme Court was struck down by a George W. Bush appointee. There you go. Period. Democrats brought it. Here's another one. If you got time to read it, you'll really enjoy this. And I hate to do this one. Number 16. Look for Casey. All right. This is number 16, John Casey. He is the former governor. And let's see if I have something on there. Planned Parenthood versus Casey in 1992 was a landmark United States Supreme Court case regarding abortion and a plurality opinion. All right. Now, Sandra Day O'Connor is the one that let us down there. I'm sorry, Sandra Day O'Connor is the one that let us down and was appointed by Ronald Reagan. So 2 Republican appointees to the Supreme Court have ruled against the 2 biggest law cases to go before the Supreme Court by both Democrats. Just saying. And give me, and I'm going to end with this, but I want to get this one. Give me number before I lose it, number 13, because this is an African-American woman. Louisiana is the latest to join Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, and Missouri in passing new restrictive abortion laws. But unlike other states, Louisiana law had support from Democrat governor who signed it. A number of Democrats backed the bill in the state legislature, one of them being Katrina Jackson, who is African-American. African-American babies, this was her quote, African-American babies are being aborted at alarming numbers. She tells Here and Now Robin Young in an interview with NBC, Jackson said she considers abortion to be modern day genocide. Every time you hear those damn polls on TV, you need to be pulling these things up. You need to be preparing yourself, and you need to be ready for this battle, because the war is over. Is July 4th Independence Day? Or are we going to allow them to drag this country down and create their own new government with a new Independence Day? That's simple, no matter how off the rails you think I am. Hey, come back right after these messages. I'll attempt to get back on the rails. Will Obama be next president? Oh, hell. Could it happen? Let's go to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
As Georgia opens back up, it's time to come back to Days Chevrolet in Jasper with huge savings on the North Georgia Mountain's biggest selection of pre-owned vehicles. All makes, all models, all with low miles and a super low price. Or buy new and get 0% financing for 72 months on every single Silverado 1500 or Equinox at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. find new roads.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
So right now, Democrats want to tell you that Republicans are going to dismantle your health care and Obamacare. Trump does not know how to read. He's not intelligent enough to read. So his daily intelligence briefings, he's just been putting them aside so he can tweet out or go talk to Fox and Friends. There are the ways to find us on social media. Sorry about that, Marco Rubio moment. If all of you understand that, there's our cell phone number 24/7, and then put up my social media contact there. I'm trying to move over to a new social media right there. Is how you follow me, okay? At BKP Politics, okay? Now, this is our opportunity. It really is. It's really our opportunity when you are getting paid so much money that you could sit out the rest of the season. Okay? You could sit out the rest of the season because it's only going to pay you another $700 and some $1,000. You might as well just take the rest of the season off. Let me say this. Number 58. Major League Sports. NFL. Just across the board. And for those of you that never thought it would happen in NASCAR, okay, the people that hold the bonds, okay, for the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, the people that hold these bonds, the people that are waiting to be paid, okay, so like you go downtown to the NBA. Now the NBA, I understand in Miami, in Disneyland or Disney World down there, they're going to allow the NBA to paint Black Lives Matter on the court. So if you start turning on NBA and seeing Black Lives Matter, okay, and you start seeing it on the jerseys, and you see baseball players like Ryan Zimmerman and two others to opt out. Now, one of the deals that the union made, okay, Major League Baseball and the union made was if a player wants to opt out, they can just opt out. I'm just not going to play this year, okay? They can opt out. When you see this, okay, number 57, over COVID-19 concerns, okay? Then you see number 54, New York Times. Based on the regulations agreed upon, MLB and Players Union, any player is allowed to opt out of the 2020 season, which is slated to last 60 games, but only those at high risk of severe illness from the coronavirus because of the medical history will receive pay. Wait a minute. So you're waiting for your $1,200 from the government. They closed your job. Don't you love it? You are America. You are getting your ass kicked. But these guys will be okay. Don't you love we're all in it together? Do you think Ryan Zimmerman, are you in it with Ryan Zimmerman? Are we all in it? Those news network anchors, because all of them, and the commercials that are coming up, put your mask on, wash your hands, right? The public service announcements. And at the end said, don't forget, we're all in this together. No, we're not, folks. No, we're not. The guy that owns the local pizza shop that wants you to come in there and get a pie, no, we're not. The husband and wife that owns the small restaurant wants you to come eat breakfast, no, we're not. No, we are not in it together. And let me tell you something. All the bull SH asterisk asterisk. SH asterisk. Did I get that right? I'm spelling things wrong even with asterisks these days. But all of the bull crap that you are being led to believe. We're all in it together. We will not forget. Okay. Remember 9/11, we would not forget. 2020, we won't forget, because I'm going to tell you, this is the perfect opportunity. Sports, I love. This sport sucks. Okay? Let me see if I'm reading this correctly. Can you send me a text, tell me if I'm getting it wrong? Because it was, the one guy did say I was a moron and I can't even read. So I got to always have a double check. But only those at higher risk of severe illness from the coronavirus because of their medical history will receive pay and service time after opting out. I have a doctor's excuse. I have a doctor's excuse. I can get paid leave. Oh my God. Multi-millionaires could get paid leave. You waiting for your $1,200, right? You're waiting for your paycheck protection money to run out, but now the states are all shutting you down again. Just when you thought you could go to the movies. I'm sorry. I do believe this is a great opportunity. Now, you may say, wait a minute, how does this help Trump? There's a side of this that has to be exposed. You are seeing this. Mark Murkowski, is that his name? And Patricia, you are seeing this. You are seeing these millionaires, multimillionaires. I will opt out. Daddy, why is somebody not playing this year? Well, he's not feeling well, and he just decided to stay home. What do you mean stay home? So, number 50, I think it's a perfect opportunity for us to opt out of sports as we know it. It is a great time for Major League Baseball. You know, remember, it just seems like yesterday we had Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa, and we were talking about juicing, and we had them all up there at Capitol Hill because Major League Baseball, maybe we should break up Major League Baseball. It's a perfect time because let me tell you something. There's a lot of ballparks to play in, baby. A lot of parks to play in, number one. Number two, there's a lot of players that'll play ball. Number three, NFL. Donnie, baby, this is your dream. Remember the USFL? Was that it? Was it? Remember Herschel Walker days? Doug Flutie, right? Remember those? Donald, the Generals, the New Jersey Generals? I do. I watched the games. It may be a perfect time because what they do is they do leases. They don't. All right, baseball, I'm not going to go down that road. I don't know exactly 100% how every baseball park works, but the bondholders want paid. These arenas and these stadiums have leases. So Mercedes-Benz is not the Atlanta Falcons Stadium. So if the Atlanta whatevers want to play there, right? Same thing with basketball. You don't think we have a lot of kids wanting to play basketball? NASCAR. You know how hard it is to throw down some asphalt and call it a track? Hey, a lot of different series. Now, these billion-dollar corporations, NASCAR, they will try to strong-arm people, but this is a chance. All right, so let's go through. This is a perfect chance, okay? And let me get through. This is the 4th of July. I wondered how. I'm going to do the Crimea last. I'm going to go into that last because there's something I want to tell you. Now, got to go into just in time for 4th of July. Let me wrap this up. That's protest. White House denies this, that, the other thing. Okay, number 46. Reopening halted nationwide amid COVID-19 resurgence. Now, I do not think the coronavirus is a hoax, but I do think that you are part of a dismantling of America under the guise of a pandemic. You are a part of, you're being played, you're a part of collapsing an economy. Now, the strategy is here that the Democrat blue states know how to handle this the best. Total strategy. We handled it the best. We went with face masks. We shut everybody down. We didn't allow you in a restaurant. The gym, you couldn't get a damn haircut. You're all shaggy looking, but we did it right. Red states. Can I hear you? Texas. Arizona is shutting down bars and everything right now. You guys got it wrong. Every single thing is this is November 3rd, right? And this is where we're at. And every single thing is a target. November 3rd is the target, period. Okay? 4th of July, Independence Day, shutting down beaches, shutting everything down. Don't go back out. 47, reopening halted. This is the movies. The movies, Disney, okay? 48, okay? Restaurants, everything shut down. Now, if you'll notice the three at the table that I could tell, the African Americans, don't have a mask, but they're exempt in some places. Number 49, reopening halted nationwide amid COVID-19 resurgence. Every single thing. This is a second wave to destroy the economy. Well, you don't believe cases are going up? Yeah, I believe cases are going up. I ran into, how do I do this? Well, I'm just going to be nice. I'm going to be nice about it, obviously. But I ran into a lady in the grocery store, I'm going to say is in her 70s yesterday. And I looked at this lady and I said, why are you not wearing a mask? And this individual looked at me and said, I just believe we all have to get it, move on, and what the outcome is, the outcome is. I said, wow, really? Yes, we got to move on. Number 50, reopening halted nationwide amid coronavirus resurgence. Number 51, the beaches. Broward County, Miami-Dade, Monroe County, no beaches for you. No beaches. We're shutting them damn things down. Number 53, New Jersey Governor Murphy indefinitely postpones the opening of indoor restaurant dining. I mean, you look at the exits in America, up and down the exits. You've got your Red Lobsters, you got your chili, you got your baby back ribs, Applebee's, you've got your Olive Garden, you name it, up and down this United States of America. And the government is telling you you cannot open your doors indefinitely. Indoor dining. See if I got a couple more. Governor Laura Kelly mandates mask use in public spaces. Number 56. Baseball players, as we said earlier, are you going to wear a mask if it's demanded of you? Where in the Constitution does it say we can't assemble? I'm serious. 4th of July, you're going to see on the internet law enforcement show up to unlawful assembly. Yes, Chief, we got here and they were in the middle of cutting a watermelon. we're gonna get a little closer to see what's really gonna happen here after this watermelon thing goes down. We're seeing some people in bathing suits cutting a watermelon, wearing funny hats, red, white, and blue. We'll get it under control, Chief. We got it. 57. If you have a medical condition, you can opt out and get paid. If you are a multi-millionaire baseball player. Okay? Mitch McConnell, number 59. We must have no stigma. There can't be a stigma about wearing masks when leaving home. Hold on, I got a couple more I want to run by you. Number 65, states pause plans to reopen as cases sour. I wonder if they're going to go back and close. You remember the lady in Texas that got arrested? Remember that? She got arrested. Oh, by the way, they're killing kids in Chicago. Just thought I'd throw that in. St. Louis, too. And you got a couple dead in downtown Detroit. State pause plans to reopen cases soar. Just in time for the 4th of July. Is the virus a hoax? No. We need to reopen everything. Oh my God, reopen everything. I have told you this before. I'll tell you again. It's 4th of July. We need fireworks. Do you know why the parades are being canceled in small town America? You know why? Because this is my guess. Guess means just a guess. My guess is business owners. Now, we're not a retail business owner. We're not a restaurant. I guess business owners and restaurants have gotten a friendly call from their insurance provider. We handle your insurance, and boy, these are difficult times, are they not? We're all in this together. It's difficult times in this country, and we're here to help you maintain and monitor and minimize your liability so you can be successful. Our goal is to insure you, our company, in a way that you see success. Bull crap. Look, we're going to have to tack on like $298 a month. $298 a month. But we're going to insure you against wrongful infection of coronavirus. If you have an employee that tests positive in the next 90 days of any damn thing in the world, they want to trace it back to somebody that came in. I bought this shirt on a Thursday and he was working. I will sue you. I'm serious. So, Small Business USA across this country, they do not need to hassle. They don't need 6,000 people in their town. This is what's happening on a parade that they don't know who's going to sue them. The next COVID-19 is the next myelofibrosis. Is that what it is? Have you been infected by COVID-19? Were you shopping in this store? Call us. One call. I better not say that. Could get in trouble. Reopen. You remember what I told you, Small Business America? If somebody comes in your store, get it ready. I have give you what? A month or more? I want X. Okay? So when somebody walks in your store and says, you have to close. You have to close now. You're making the bank payments. You're making the insurance payments. You're paying the light bill. You're paying everything. And somebody says you have to close. Hold on. Let me go in the back. Here is what I will be needing, and here are the keys. Write me this check. I am gone. Never see me again, baby. I will be on the first reopened beach. Until then, Stop letting the government tell you you can open your business and can't open your business. And the hell with all them damn Major League Baseball players making millions of bucks. But we're all in it together. The next time somebody says we're all in it together, say what you want. I know what I'm going to say. Take a break. We'll be right back. I got to cover what's going on with the whole Russia, and who the next president could be if things go wrong. Take a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
As Georgia opens back up, it's time to come back to Days Chevrolet in Jasper with huge savings on the North Georgia Mountain's biggest selection of pre-owned vehicles. All makes, all models, all with low miles and a super low price. Or buy new and get 0% financing for 72 months on every single Silverado 1500 or Equinox at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Hey, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. You know, I keep hearing, and let me say this, put up the social media, find me. Now put my other social media up there. People to follow me. I'm trying to push people over to right there to follow me. Okay, so I'm watching this right here. I'm thinking, what do we do with these kids? What do we do? It's like Mark said, you can't call these people protesters, okay? So Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg said, if we find hate speech on social media, we will remove it. Give me number 17. Facebook boycott view of list of companies pulling ads. So let me see. We've got our Russia. Let's see what this one is. Let's see, Poland, Biden. There's a whole list, and I'm sorry if I missed this article. That's 4th of July, Democrats. There's a whole list. There you go. There's a whole list of view the list of companies pulling their ads from. They will not tolerate the hate speech. We're gonna give this to you in a minute, okay? Civil rights. So that's that. Let's go to this one right here. Sorry about that. This is in the same article, number 18. Stop Hate for Profit campaign last week when it called on major corporations to pause on advertising on Facebook, citing the company's repeat failure to meaningfully address the vast proliferation of hate on its platform. Okay, so and let's go to one more. We've talked about this before. Number 28, we already showed you this. Hateful conduct. Okay, Trump has hateful conduct and described a criminal breaking in and entering into a woman's house. Remember, breaking in and entering. A very tough hombre, whatever, right? And here are the companies. Here's a list of a couple. Adidas, okay, Ben and Jerry's. Don't know some of these. Good for Clorox, Coca-Cola, Denny's, Eddie Bauer, Ford, Hershey, Honda, HP, Levi's, Microsoft, Pfizer, Puma, I didn't know, North Face, Starbucks, okay, Verizon, you could find this whole list. But when they say very tough hombre, here's what I think we should do. We're talking about hate speech, and Trump said what? He said, what did he say? Where's that at again? Mr. Trump's account were used to stream previous presidential rallies. Hateful conduct. Now, Twitch is owned by Amazon. Number one, I think it's the number one gaming streaming system that the kids that are playing Fortnite or whatever it is down in the basement of their mom and dad's house, Amazon, Twitch. Oh, they're getting rid of Trump. Good. All right. So hateful conduct. Emily, I sent you 2 clips that have a start time, one at 1:26 and another one. Here's what I think we should do. I want to play both of these clips. They have start times. Here's what I think we should do. We should round up, oh, there's a hateful word, all of these thugs, mugs, and pieces of garbage in this country. We should strap them down to movie chairs, one, so they can risk their life. If they really want to risk their life, they need to risk their damn life sitting in a movie chair getting COVID from their brother or sister. This includes white kids, everybody. We need to strap them down to a movie chair and play these clips over and over and let them know, hey, where did this guy Mark come from? Where did he get the idea to stand up to us? Play the clips.
You believe in Jesus? Yes, I do. Well, you're going to meet him.
All right. So do you ever think about when that thug breaks into your suburban house? I want you to write this down. I am going to get in so much damn trouble for this, but I don't give a rat's patootie. Write down, do you believe in Jesus? Write it down right now. There has to be a last word. So you came in my house. Do you believe in Jesus? Right? Mm-hmm. Right? Let's play the next one. Just another day at the office for Charles Bronson. Seriously, just another day at the office for Charles Bronson. Do you believe in Jesus? Yes. Charles Bronson never escalated a situation, but he never made an attempt to de-escalate it. Oh, hi, this is your de-escalation force. How can we help you bring this down? We want to prevent violence. Was that gunshot I heard in the background? Well, we can't save them all. I think we should strap every one of these damn punks to a chair in the movie theater, risk their life with COVID-19, and play Charles Bronson movies, one right after another, and throw in a Clint Eastwood from time to time. List goes on. Take a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
As Georgia opens back up, it's time to come back to Days Chevrolet in Jasper. With huge savings on the North Georgia Mountain's biggest selection of pre-owned vehicles. All makes, all models, all with low miles and a super low price. Or buy new and get 0% financing for 72 months on every single Silverado 1500 or Equinox at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
All right, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. We've only got a couple minutes, but there's some things I want to discuss, and I know what you're thinking, that I went all day all morning and have not brought up the Russia bounty payments to kill our soldiers. First of all, I'm going to wait for some information to come out. All right. I am a deep state. I believe there's a deep state, a bureaucratic deep state that will not stop. Let me throw this out here, and this is my Hail Mary pass, but this is the one I'm going to throw a 90-yard bomb. What could be next? Now think about it. What could be next? All right. What could happen 10 days before an election? Now remember, economy, the dismantling of the economy starts back uphill. Got to put a squash on that. What if about 10 days before November 4th, there's an internet blackout? What if? I didn't say that. And the only information you could possibly get are from the major networks. Just saying, I didn't say I know anything. What if? Because you got to be out there. I see everybody on Facebook saying, what could be next? Now, there's a couple things I want to remind you of, right, on the Russia. Go do your own research today. And be prepared to remind yourself of this as you're talking to people. They want you to believe, this is the same group, they want you to believe this morning, okay, that President Trump is getting a daily briefing. Well, he does. And in his daily briefing, this has been in there all along. And everybody has tried to tell Trump. Now, let me think this. I always like to bring out the old common sense. Okay. If one American died and you brought the briefing to the president and you're going to come out and say you tried to tell the president, you remember when Vinderman, was that the little guy Vinderman that was the whistleblower? And Adam Schiff and the impeachment over a phone call? You got to stop and think. I'm begging you so much to stop and think. What are the values? Are they totally gone in this country? So it was worthy of impeaching the president of the United States. Now, supposedly this goes back to 2019. But the impeachable offense was a phone call from the president, Zelensky, right? President of Ukraine and the president of the United States. Because the president of the United States was trying to gather dirt on his political opponent, Joe Biden. Who knew then Biden would be the opponent, right? And this Vinderman, these people on the phone call were just shaking. They were, what's the matter? I just got off the phone. You know, I just got off the phone. I can't believe what I'm hearing. He actually said, I mean, I won't sleep for, I am just so upset. I'm shaking. I'm nauseous, everything. That caused a whistleblower. That caused an impeachment trial. Now, if all of these pieces of garbage that are running out in the New York Times and saying, Trump's getting a daily briefing and they're killing our kids, and he just ignores it so he can play guff, go on Fox, talk to Sean Hannity, tweet something. Sir, American kids are being killed. Yeah, excuse me, I'm tweeting that we should open the casinos in Vegas. Okay, I'm going to walk away. This is the guy that goes out to Andrews when nobody knows is at the base where they come in and salutes. Okay, let me tell you something. This is the guy it's not talked about. It's not talked about, okay? Family at the base when this coffin comes off, it's an hysterical. It's hysterical time in this family. I mean, it's tough. Moms and dads are crying, brothers and sisters weeping. This is a tough time. Trump knows that. All right, so I'm running out of time. I only got 2 minutes. We're going to go just a little long, Emily, just about 5 minutes, if that's okay. All right. Don't believe it. Let me get this, okay? This is what they want you to believe this morning. Number 68, McCarthy, right? Is this his name? Russian bounty intelligence may have in Trump brief, but wasn't deemed actionable, senior Republicans say. I don't know, never had a daily briefing, but there's sections. Top section, damn it, don't get your ass up without reading this. Middle section, please review. Bottom section, something we're looking into. You don't have to be concerned about today, Mr. President. I'm not for sure. Number 67. How could the president not be briefed on the Russia bounty story? Was he out of the loop? Think about what they're trying to get you to believe. 66. 64. 63. Kylie is her name, right? You say that he wasn't briefed. Does that mean it wasn't in his PDB either? Presidential Daily Briefing, was it in there? Because we hear he doesn't read. I'm a sit down, tell me what's going on. I read, but I'm a sit down, tell me what's happening, okay? Number 62, Republicans demand Trump answer an allegation Russian bounties. Get a couple more and we'll. Number 55, Senate Republicans squeeze Trump over Russian bounties. Just a couple more. Relax, everybody out there. I don't have time to do all of them. CNN 45, Trump written briefing had intel on Russian bounties. Watch the way they're saying written briefing. The reason is they're going to tell you, well, we've known all along he doesn't read. Now, number 44, former White House intel officials. Trump calls with leaders pose dangerous in national security, okay? McMaster, Bolton, Mattis, Tillerson, Kelly, we all tried to tell him. Let me tell you something. One American life due to this is gone. Dead. And you don't blow the whistle. You let the second one come home in a body bag. 43. White House denies Trump was ever briefed. The mustache says he was. Let me get these really quick because it's already 10:01. Number 40, White House aware of Russia boundaries in 2019. Bounties. Were Trump aides too afraid? Number 30, were Trump aides too afraid to tell him about Russian bounties? You tell him. No, you tell him. You remember when I told him he was banned from Twitter? What happened? I'm not doing this one. This one's on you. No, I'm afraid. He threw something at me the other day. $38. Gatekeepers of Hell, 37. Okay, so 21. $22, Crimea. See Crimea? 22, Obama scraps Bush missile defense plan. 23, U.S. and Poland strike deal $10.5 billion missile defense. The U.S. has approved a $10.5 billion sale of Patriot anti-missile system, NATO ally Poland. We probably need to stay in that one. Poland NATO states it has been ramping up their military capabilities in the face of perceived Russian aggression. You know who pulled those missiles out of Poland, did not sell them to Poland, did not set up the missile defense system because they didn't want to hurt? Let me go back. Obama scraps Bush 22. President Obama said Wednesday he has shelved a missile defense system to be based in Poland and Czech Republic. All right. Get the truth on all of this, okay? Quit listening to the Russian lie. Vindman came out and did the whistleblowing over a phone call, but you're going to tell me people in the administration and some bureaucrats in there that are left over Obama are not timing this? Did they watch American lives die and keep something away from the president so they could expose the president for something? Don't trust a damn one of them. Last but not least, I only need 3 minutes. I think you have to go somewhere. Will, hang tight there, Baba Louie. I'm done, but this is important. I want this one by itself. Keep up the good work. Here we go. Yes, this is what I think. 100%. Look here. Number 25, Joe Biden. Who is in the background there? Looks like Valerie Jarrett. Number 26, Obama, Valerie Jarrett. 27, Biden, Valerie Jarrett. Hold on. Number 41, Biden campaign staffs up from Obama world. Number 42, Barack Hussein Obama, Valerie Jarrett, the dailies, Chicago, the corruption, the bureaucracy, the deep state bureaucracy, their Biden campaign staffs up with Obama world. Obama will be next president. The moves are being made now. Valerie Jarrett and Obama went down the street from the White House claiming they were just going to live that long enough for the kid to graduate high school. But corruption, Obama, Eric Holder, they all have been working behind the scenes waiting to put Biden's demented ass up there as a puppet, and they're going to run things. So will Obama be the next president? We have talked about, I have, that whoever is vice president this time has to understand they'll be president. So will Biden be president, leave office, and the vice president understand they work for Barack Hussein Obama and Valerie Jarrett? Just checking. Take a break. It's 10:06. I got to go. I'll see you tomorrow morning.